Okay, so this video is for you, Brian. We have the lovely Teresa who will be recording for us. And you know who's next to me, of course. And for everybody else on the channel, this will be some information on kamai, okay? Different physical postures and how we can do a lesson around what the postures signify and how they're useful, okay? We're going to be working with Ju Munji today, which is basically this position, okay? And Ju Munji has a lot of different aspects, okay? And again, it's a kamai. It's not just a stance. It has aggression, okay? It has purpose. It has psychological gravitas to it, okay? You're not simply assuming a posture. But let's look at some of the technical details about how we will use this, okay? And we'll try to do it from different angles. The most obvious level is, okay, if he's here and he's just going to throw some sort of a punch, okay? Does this angle look good for us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He throws the punch. Okay, so I'm just using this to defend and attack. Both my weapons are forwards. Go do it again. Go slowly. Okay, my position hand. Okay, both shoulders. Turn around this way. Back a little bit. Okay. This position, this orientation, so that all my weapons are here. Okay, in front of me. Usually that means that when I'm going to do something with a kamai, I'll be using vertical movements primarily, okay? So he does a punch again. Pow, pow, pow. Okay, I'm going to be using space like such, okay? I might use space with a step. Okay, can you see my foot, Teresa?
Mm-hmm. I can see you guys'
He
feet.
throws the punch, okay? And basically by stepping this way, I'm aggressive but evasive. Let's look at that step a little more carefully solo. Okay, when I'm here, you're okay for now. I'm stepping here to here. Watch what that translates. He throws the punch. 1, 2, okay? Again, weapons forwards, okay? When we do this, this is obvious with the striking, but there are other aspects as well, okay? Let's deal with, for example, repositioning, okay? He does that same punch to the side position, okay? Being able to attack into a side position, okay? And being able to do that, watch the pivot on this. I'm here to here, okay? And again, the hand position is not important. However, it gives me options if I'm in the kamai. He throws the same punch. 1, pow, okay? Pow. Finally, let's talk about grappling, okay? If he's here, okay, this way, this position for grappling, this teaches us how to choke, okay? If I understand hitting, okay, setting up, his throat is right against my arms here, okay? This hand curves around his throat, okay? What that allows me to do is to have a very good position on my choking, okay? Okay, I'm not grabbing a shirt, okay? Gives me stability, okay? So I'm learning how to come close. And also, in the older Japanese arts, your choking was not just strangulation, you were striking. So as he comes up, pow, I'm striking into the choke, okay? And from here, I'm getting as close to his catoroid as I can. There are ways you can turn this way, boom. You can grab his shirt by coming in with the palms up, okay, etc. But teaching you something about choking. Same principle applies to joint locking. If he throws a punch here again, 1, okay, this kamai teaches me, okay, how to use the hands fluidly when I'm locking, okay? See my hand position? Okay. Finally, can I throw you over a little bit? Okay. So it teaches you how to throw. So come at this angle. Okay? He throws that same punch. 1, 2. Okay. This positioning. Okay. And I'll show you one more variation of that slowly. Okay, he throws the punch. One, boom, okay? Grabbing here, okay? Going down this way, okay? And I have his throat here, and I'm just coming in here. Okay? All these things have to do with the kamai. It's the same kamai, okay? It comes down to movement. So initially, let's see, let's go, come this way. Show you from a different angle. He throws his punch here, one, strike. Here, okay, boom, okay? If I want to get closer, one, okay, here, in close, okay? My stepping, my positioning. From this position, okay? Instead of trying to come here and do all that stuff, okay? Just simply step properly. In here and turn your hip. It doesn't look like it works, okay? But it's all with the kamai. Watch again. One, to the side, okay? Coming in this way, putting my weight here, okay? As I put my weight here, I'm taking his weight away. Pow! See the balance? Okay? And with grappling, he comes in here.
Want me to try to grab you?
No, you can just grab again. One, okay, strike. This is all from another angle, the same techniques, okay? If I want to take him down, same idea. Instead of trying to do a throw, I just follow the kamai. My next step is here. Okay? Now, let's talk about next. When you're grappling, okay? When he comes in, or at this angle, okay? He comes in to grab you, to take you down, okay? Boom. Now, you start fighting from here, okay? Then you're really not maximizing what the kamai and what the art can teach you, okay? Watch what I do when he comes in. All I'm doing is taking a step in my kamai. He comes in to grab me, boom. Now, if you notice, come step this way. Okay. Because of the footwork, we make an adjustment. Instead of doing this, go slowly. One and two. You can do that to attack his leg, but you don't need to do that. When he comes in this way, you're shifting this way into the kamai, and you simply come in this way, okay? Because you're taking his space away. His problem now is, for him to generate any power, he has to be able to come back here, and he has to be able to use his lower body, okay? So every time he sets up to use his lower body, I'm in his way, okay? I'll show you an advanced form of that. Go at this angle and go slowly, because let me see how we're gonna do this. Yeah, slowly, because it could be a little.
Grab?
Yeah, the same attack.
Oh,
just go.
slam me out.
It's not that. You'll see. Yeah. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm not even letting him put his foot down. The minute he goes to grab me here, the danger to this is if people aren't prepared, they can step down and hurt their ankle. That's why I told them to be careful, okay? This is all that same movement of the kamai. Here, same. Now let's talk about other aspects real quick. How much time is gone so far, Teresa?
8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Good, okay, we have time. The other aspect of this form is the metsubishi, okay? Let's look how to use that properly, which it also teaches us. When he goes and he does his punch, pow, hit. When I come up with this metsubishi, let's go this way. Punch here. Watch how I use the blinding technique. 1, 2, 3. He has to get around this to hit me, okay? So my timing, we're talking about timing now, rhythm, okay? The 3 pillars. We talked a little bit about distancing, grappling, striking. We talked a little bit about intent. Now we're going to talk about the rhythm, okay? Watch the movements. Boom, okay? 2 very hard strikes, boom. This is slow, okay? This is slow, and I want a reaction from him, okay? If I don't get a reaction, that's fine. I'll just plow through. But I'm controlling him here, okay? For him to hit me again, he has to do something with his hand, okay? And that's what I'm looking for, because now I can control his tempo, his rate, okay? And I can actually even throw what he throws next. So if I want to throw this punch, I put this down. There's the punch, okay? If I want to simply create distance, he throws the punch. 1, 2, 3. I come in this way, come in this way. Okay? Just move with him, okay? Okay? This is a throw, if I want, okay? Or it's a way of controlling his body and ultimately his neck, okay? So let's watch how this manifests. Let me do it solo once and we'll do it with a punch. Here, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, okay. 3, okay. Like so, okay. And then as soon as I let the floodgates down, bam, I move into a different location, okay? What I did there was I augmented this strike with my step. See stuff? Okay? All right, other things you can do. If you want to disappear, punch. 1, 2, 3. Here, okay? Now I'm behind him, okay? Same principles apply. If I want to control him here, okay? Okay, I'm attacking here and control, okay? So, all this is just exploring this movement. Let's say you have to break his guard down. We're in a situation where we're fighting, okay? This is up here, okay? Now I'm using it to chain punch, okay? Hitting with this part of the hand. Watch the rhythm and timing, okay? Understanding my step, by stepping here, if he does throw that punch, boom, I'm away. But if he doesn't, pow, I can attack this, okay? Pow, okay? Pow. So, because my weight is forwards, it's very easy for me to come in and attack going forwards, keeping him off balance, okay? Also, I don't have to go just straight. If I'm here and I'm attacking, 1, 2, here, okay? I can come across in this way, right? This is not necessarily directly related to Ju Munji, but it's related to using the front positioning while being evasive to your opponent. I'll show you how this translates. Come this way here. Okay, step over there a little bit. Thanks, Sam. Okay? All right, so when he throws his punch here, okay? Pow! I step out and I hit him here. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to step immediately back across. Pow! Okay? And then he's hit here twice, okay? I've got the shoulder control, so I can set this up. So when he punches with this, pow! There's the third punch, okay? Again, that's how do we keep our weapons forward, right? We don't necessarily, if we're in an aggressive situation, he's punching here, want to be like this, right? Or we don't want to even be like this. It's not really productive, okay? If we're in an attack situation, I want to be able to be aggressive. I want to keep both weapons in front of me to use. And your legs, doesn't matter, but everything going this direction, okay? So when he throws that punch, pow, by moving just offline a little bit, pow, right? And then pow, moving back as I move offline, anticipating this punch, pow, okay? Why is this important? Well, it's not just empty hands. When you deal with a knife, everything is counterintuitive. If he's here, the worst thing you can do a stab is try to do this stuff and, make sure you're bringing it back. Okay? Because, you see, you've given him other chances to attack you. Ju Munji is really the proper mindset. When he does that attack, I'm following the knife in. Let's turn around this way. Attack from this side. So when he does that attack, I'm here. See where I am? Now, a lot of people talk about different things, about what you do here or there, or what you do to the arm. Not important. Here's what's important. Okay? Step back. If I grab his wrist here, okay? I don't have any control over him, okay? The wrist does not help me, okay? I can control by tactile, being tactily connected with him this way, but not to grab, okay? I have to be in the right position. So when he does that attack, see, I'm here. And it doesn't matter when he brings the weapon back. You have to be in the right position to do this. It's more difficult if I'm like this and he does it. Now I've got to step forwards first. It's not impossible, but your aggression has to be here when he does it. Boom, boom, bam. See? I'm right here. I don't have to think about technique. Everything is right there for me. Okay? If I just take the proper steps and teach my body when he comes in here, bam, to be pushing him back this way. Okay? And if he tries to come back farther from that, you just bam, bam. You make your attacks. You just never give him that chance. So, Ju Munji, it's the same principle, okay? Want to be a little deceptive with Ju Munji. He does the same attack, okay? Moving offline a little bit. He's going to come around to stab. Okay? Now I've got him here, okay? This is control, okay? He can still cut me, but he doesn't really have any power because I control his shoulder, okay? I'll show you one more thing, and then I think we're probably going to be getting low on. If you have a knife also, okay? Same principle. He comes into attack here. One, okay? Brachial plexus. Okay? This shuts down his arm, okay? He can't use that arm. The nerves are dead. This cuts artery, okay? So, with the weapon, it's the same thing. Let's see, let's go this way. He does his stab here, okay? Here, okay? I can just, from here, cut in here. This is controlling this, okay? If he comes around and stab, boom, see? Cut, okay? Cut if I need to, okay? Here, here, okay? Now I have control this way, not here. He can pull that knife away, okay? Here, where he has no balance. If he tries to pull, he pulls himself off balance. And I'm checking him here. It's all Ju Munji, okay? Everything comes from that kata, okay? Let's see. Let's say he's doing some sort of a stabbing attack, okay? Pow, okay? What does that show us? Well, remember we talked about how to use vertical movement, okay? One of the problems we have is go slow with that stab movement, or here, we think we have to be here. Even if we do something like this, okay, which is fine. But nobody says you have to be up here. When he does that attack, pow! Okay, Ju Munji, there it is. Okay, you can even, see what happens? I'm gonna misalign him. Okay, what I want you to do is, you can go a little slow, but have every intention of coming right through my forehead. Go slow and do it once. Just get used to it. Go as speed we can. Okay. Watch the misalignment. He comes here. See that? Watch again. You can go slow, because I know you don't want to actually cut me, but I want you to know that whatever speed you go, that it'll go through, so you don't even have to be hurting. See that? Okay. I'm moving my head just enough so that he misses that. Now, let's take it to one level and then we'll stop. What I'm getting at is this. Levels to the game. Watch this next movement. Follow through. Just go whatever speed you go, just follow through. This is a segmented movement, and it's very complicated because initially my weight is here, I'm moving the head, and then I'm moving the shoulder, okay? Now the result of that is it misaligns him. Let's say he's coming from there to stab me. This is the real trick. You got to do it at the right distance. He comes into attack. Boom, okay? And it's very difficult for him because what I'm doing is I'm moving this target, but it's Ju Munji. When he comes here, weight is here, okay? And then the movements are taking place secondarily, okay? Go slow, but you just come in here and just drive it like a trained fighter. Come from here, just boom, right into the, excuse me. You know, just here, boom, right into here, okay? Boom, see that? just past, okay? This is how, at a very high level now, okay? Here, he can cut, but I'm putting here so that when he cuts, he'll fall on his arm and break. Okay, so hopefully this gave you some insights into some uses of Ju Munji no kamai, okay? Teresa, thank you so much for filming for us.
Yep, no problem.
And we'll conclude now.
Okay.
Thanks, Blue. That was good. So.